or we expand on the topic. So today's question, guys, is very simple. We're staying with the theme of body this week, right? So yesterday we spoke about listening to our body, right? We did an exercise where we dropped back into our body, where we asked our body, what is it that I need right now? What is it that I need right now? So today's question, guys, today's question is, do you know what yes feels like in your body? And do you know what no feels like in your body? So do you know what yes feels like in your body and what no feels like in your body? While I blend out my foundation, if you're still with me, give me a double tap on the screen. Let me know that you are still here. And I also wanted to say, if you were here yesterday, and you took on the challenge, and the challenge literally yesterday was just dropping back into our body detox. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Is it Koki? Thank you so much. I see that you gave me a follow. I appreciate that. Zizi, I see you, girlfriend, liking the live, and I appreciate that. So if you were here yesterday, also please be sure to give me some feedback and let me know how the rest of your day went, dropping into your body and listening to your body. And also, did you honor your body? So if your body said to you yesterday that you need to slow down, did you honor that? If your body yesterday said to you that we need some rest, did you honor that? If your body yesterday said to you, I need to move my body, did you honor that? So I'd love to hear from those that were here yesterday. Did you honor that? Did you honor that? Because that was yesterday's challenge, right? And then today's question is, guys, what does yes feel like in your body? And what does no feel like in your body? And let me tell you why I'm asking this. So remember yesterday I told you guys that before we learn a language, so before we learn our mother tongue, before we learn how to speak English, okay, we arrive here in a body and our body has a language. Our body is speaking. Our body has been speaking for the longest time, okay? Unfortunately, what happens is that we grow up, we become adults, and we keep pressing the override button, okay? And there's many reasons why we could be pressing the override button. Some of it could be that, listen, childhood survival. It could be stemming from childhood survival, right? You learned, okay, to survive, I've got to click the override button, okay? So there are many reasons why we have learned this and we've become so good at pressing the override button, at calling the supervisor and saying override, right? But the essence is that our body speaks. Our body has a language. Our body speaks to us. So the other thing, though, is our body doesn't necessarily speak to us in paragraphs and sentences. Paragraphs and sentences, that's the stuff of the mind, okay? That's the stuff of the mind. That's masculine energy. But our body does whisper to us, okay? It does. It whispers simple yeses. It whispers simple nos. Alrighty? And are we listening? And do we know what that sensation feels like in our body? Do we know what that sensation feels like in our body? Zizi says, I can feel no in the pit of my stomach. It just drops. You're on the money, Zizi. That's exactly it. That is exactly it. And we're going to do an exercise in a secchi where we're actually just going to drop into our body and feel, what does a yes feel like? What does a no feel like? All right. A lot of the times what happens is that you can walk into an environment, you can walk into a room. I'm just going to use a room as an example. Before your mind even registers what it needs to register, your body has already registered. Your body has already given you a yes, we belong here. Yes, we should be here, or a no. Okay. So we just want to become familiar with the signals. What does it feel like when my body is signaling yes? What does it feel like when my body is signaling no? All right. And we want to get better at honoring that. Okay. Have you ever done something? It could be a situation, you were in a situation, and later on you look back. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So Flay, thank you so much. I saw that you sent me a gift. I appreciate it so much. So have you ever, when you look back at a situation and you think to yourself, I just knew that I shouldn't have been there, or I just knew that I shouldn't have done that. This is hindsight, right? When you're sitting back and you're reflecting and all of a sudden you feel like, yeah, but I knew that I shouldn't have done that. I knew that I shouldn't have said yes. Oftentimes when we say stuff like that, we are referencing actually, and we just don't know it, our body's wisdom. Because how did you know? Well, your body knew. Your body knew that this is a yes. Your body knew that this is a no. Okay? Alrighty, So Flair Organics, if you're still with me, double tap the screen. Let me know that you are still with me. So Flair Organics says, my body wanted a rest yesterday. I didn't honor that as I had to work, but I slept early last night. So actually, So Flair, wouldn't you say that sleeping early last night was you honoring that? So maybe you couldn't rest during the day, but the fact that you went to bed early, to me, sounds like you honored your body and you honored what your body said to you, that, listen, I need rest, right? Because sometimes our body says, listen, I need rest, but we then spend the night scrolling on TikTok and other social media platforms all night long. Okay. So to me, So Flair, it sounds to me like you actually did honor your body. You couldn't rest at that specific time because you had to work. I get that. But you went to bed early. So to me, that sounds like a win. That sounds like a win. Alrighty, let me see some more of these comments. Nella, I see that you gave me a follow. I appreciate it. Mac Baby Cakes, I see you liking the live and I appreciate it. Faithy says, I was not here yesterday, okay? I have started to honor my body when I'm showering. Ooh, I like that, Faith. I like that. Becoming life coach Patience, she says, no feels like rejection. Ooh. So I hear what you're saying. You said no feels like rejection, but I want to get to where are you feeling that rejection? So where in your body are you feeling it? That's where I want to get to. Okay, so no feels like a rejection, but actually in my body, where am I feeling it? So you guys ready to do a little exercise on, let's get clear on where we are feeling the no or the yes in our body. If you're ready, give me a dancing lady emoji. For those of you that are regulars, you know I love the dancing lady emoji. Give me a dancing lady emoji if you're like, okay, fine, let's get into the exercise. Let's play. Let us play. If it's your very first time here, welcome. I go live Monday to Friday, 6:30 in the morning. All right, this is where you will find me. If you're not already following me and you're finding value from this session, go ahead and give me a follow. What this does is that when I go live tomorrow morning, you should get a notification that I've gone live, and then you can come back and you can join in tomorrow's session. Alrighty. So let me go down here. All right, Zizi, I see the dancing lady emoji. I love it. Who is this? Dija, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Pam Salim, oh yes, you're in the building. I see the dancing lady emoji. I love it. Refilwe, dancing lady emoji. I love it. Oh yes. Okay, user 20537. Love it. Doreen. Hey, Doreen, you're back again. Good to see you. Bron, I see that you're liking the live and I appreciate it. Kanye, dancing lady emoji. Kanye's back again. Alright, you guys. So let me first do my concealer placement and then my concealer can sit while we drop into this exercise. So guys, what I want us to do, you can close your eyes. If you can't, I get it. Because sometimes you're listening to me and you're doing other stuff as well. I get that. Alrighty. And what I want us to do, so close your eyes and I just want you to go back and think of a moment or think of a person maybe, somebody that you feel safe with. So just close your eyes and imagine that you are with that person that you feel safe with. Maybe in your imagination now, you've closed your eyes. You want to think back to a time that you made a decision and it felt like, oh my gosh, this was the right decision for me to make. Oh, this was a really good decision that I made. It feels like you were in alignment when you made that decision. So pick one of the two. So either you're going to imagine yourself and you are with someone that you feel safe with, or you're going to imagine a time when you felt that you were in alignment. You made a decision and oh my gosh, it felt like this is the right decision. So find that moment for yourself, whether it's the person, whether it's the decision, that, oh, I'm in alignment. And now I want you to drop into your body and feel. How does your breathing feel? So in my imagination, I have found somebody that I feel completely safe with. Oh my gosh, I feel safe with this person. Now I want to check, just imagining and thinking about her. How does my breathing feel? Deep. I feel like I'm taking a full breath. Okay? How does my chest feel? So check yourself. How does your chest feel? For me, when I think of her, my chest feels open. My breathing feels fuller and my chest feels open. And then think about your belly. How does your belly feel? Actually, let me put my hand on my belly. My belly feels relaxed. That's what it feels like. It feels relaxed. In fact, if you saw me, you might say I have a mini mkaba. That's how relaxed it feels. Okay? So now, guys, tell me, when you did that, how did it feel? How did your breathing feel? How did your chest feel? How did your belly feel? Does anyone want to share? Anne says, lol, belly feels meaty. Listen, Anne, that tells me that you're not sucking your belly in. If you're saying that your belly feels meaty, okay? So that means you're not sucking your belly in. I don't know, that sounds like safe to me. So Flair says, amazing. Oh, Bron says, relaxed and calm. Okay. Does anyone else want to share? Did anyone feel maybe a sense of expansion? Like when you thought of, oh, how does my chest feel? Did it feel like your chest was a little, open? Some sort of expansion. Zizzy says very grounding. Oh, okay, Zizzy, I love it. So you're saying you felt grounded. I love that. Oh, okay. Dija says relaxed. Okay. Okay, I love this. So what did we just do with that little simple exercise? It was a simple exercise, hey? It didn't take us 10 hours. Zizzy says, I feel like part of the room now, if that makes sense. Okay, I think, so you're saying you feel part of the room. When you say part of the room, are you specifically talking about this live part of the room? Can you just elaborate for me just a little bit? Tembi, I see that you gave me a follow. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Pam Salim says, relaxed. I love this. Nandi says, I actually started to breathe in and out into relaxation, and already in my mind, I was like, I'm free. Oh, I love that. Zizzy says, oh, okay, Zizzy, you're explaining further for me. Thank you. You say, like present in my space. Oh, that's beautiful. Present in my space. Oh, now I get it, Zizzy. That is beautiful. All right, guys, so what did we do? Hey, Suela, hi, good morning. What did we do now in that exercise? What did we do in that exercise? It took us all of, I don't know how many seconds. But we went in and we felt what yes feels like in our body. We felt what safe feels like in our body. That's what we did. We checked, how does my breathing feel? We checked, how does the chest feel? We checked, how does my belly feel? So we were checking in with our body for signals. Signals of safety, signals of yes. Okay? Bron says help to feel safe and regulated emotions. Absolutely. And we did that, right? We checked in with our body. So do you guys feel a little bit clearer on what yes feels like in the body? What safe feels like in the body? Because now I want us to go in and I want us to do the same exercise, but I want us to get clear on what no feels like. I want us to get clear on what no feels like. So let's go. Let's close our eyes. And now you're going to think of maybe a space a situation where you don't or you didn't feel safe. Maybe it's even a person who you don't necessarily feel safe around. So you just imagine that you are with that person, or maybe you're in that space, that situation where you don't necessarily feel safe. Okay? Are you there? And now we're going to use the same scanning that we did before when we were scanning for a yes. How does your breathing feel? I don't know about you, mine feels shallow when I think of perhaps being with someone that I don't necessarily feel safe around, or being in a space. My breathing feels shallow. If I think about a decision maybe where I made a decision and I later regretted the decision that I made, and I'm thinking about that moment just before I made the decision, my breathing feels shallow. It doesn't feel as deep as it did before. So check yourself. How does your breathing feel? And then check your chest. How does it feel? How does your chest feel? Do you feel open? Or do you feel contracted? Do you feel like you're collapsing within yourself? And what about your belly? How does your belly feel? Oh, it feels a bit tight now. Almost like I've got a bit of a knot. It doesn't feel so meaty anymore, Anne. It feels like I've got a bit of a knot now in my belly. And then when you're ready, come back into the room. How did that feel? And could you guys feel the difference? So, Anne, how did your belly feel this time around? If your belly felt meaty when we were scanning for a yes, scanning for safety, now we were scanning for a no, right? We were scanning for, I don't feel so safe. How does your belly feel when we did that exercise? Zama, I see you, babes. Lynn, thank you for the follow. Bron, stressed, sad, tense, scared. You've named it. Bron, you on the money. You've named it. Hey? So Flair says, I gagged and had to get my mind out of that space. Woo! So it was like, get out. Was that the feeling? Was the feeling get out? It's like the movie. Have you guys seen the movie Get Out? Okay, I'm completely sidetracking. But was that what it was? So Flair, was it like, get out? Like the movie Get Out. Like, we've got to get out of here. Okay. Let's see. Zama, I see you. Hello, hello. Doreen, okay, so I'm reading this comment. It's obviously from the previous exercise that we did where you said you feel like your own best friend. That is beautiful, Doreen. Okay, let me go down. Anne says, I'm reading some comments from earlier on. So Anne says, I look forward to 2026, starting my day with these sessions, definitely improve my mindset. Listen, Anne, if it's helping you, boo, that is all that matters, right? And you keep showing up as well, Anne. So I appreciate that you keep showing up and you keep playing with the tools as well. So I also appreciate that. So you're also doing the work, Anne. So it's not just me. Okay, Jess, hello, my flam. How are you? Alrighty. Nobila says, yo, that was tense. Oh, that's interesting. So you're saying tense. That's what you felt in your body. Tense. Alrighty. I like that. Nandi also says tense. Okay. So Nandi, when we did that exercise, Jess, thank you for the rose, my babes. Thank you. I appreciate it. So when we did that exercise, Nandi, you're saying that you felt tense. So we were scanning for a no in our body. We were scanning for I don't feel safe, right? Jess, thank you so much. I see the rose. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. So guys, what did we just do in that exercise? So in the first exercise, we were getting clear on what a yes feels like in our body. So second exercise, we were getting clear on what a no feels like in our body, right? So before the mind jumps in and the mind starts rationalizing and the mind starts overriding, right? Our body is giving us a signal and we just want to get familiar with the signal. We want to stop overriding. We want to stop calling the supervisor to override, okay? Because our body is intelligent and our body has wisdom, right? So this is where we want to be. We want to get familiar with this is a yes. Jess, thank you so much. I appreciate the heart me. We want to get familiar with this is a yes. We want to get familiar with this is a no. Because my body told me so. Before my mind started doing, the stuff that minds do. Okay. One of my favorite authors, his name is Dr. Joe Dispenza. I think I've mentioned him before. The regulars would know. And I love what he says. He says that the body is actually the subconscious mind. This is what he says. He says the body is the subconscious mind because the body doesn't operate on logic. The body doesn't operate on logic. So logic is the stuff of the mind, okay? So how I like to think of it, and I'll show you how I think of it, is, so think of, sorry, I'm just moving these notifications. Jess, thank you so much. You sent me a pop, and that was the first pop you've ever sent. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Bron, I see you. Mwah. Love and light. See you soon, Bron. Okay, so what was I talking about? Dr. Joe Dispenza, okay? And how he talks about that the body is the subconscious mind. I don't understand. Listen to Siri. And how he talks about the body being the subconscious mind, right? And how I like to think of it is, so think of your conscious mind, think of that as masculine energy. So your conscious mind, that is masculine energy that operates on logic, okay? That same WhatsApp group, okay? And then think of your body as the subconscious mind. Not only is it the subconscious mind, but it's the feminine part of us. Okay, that same WhatsApp group. So think of it as almost like two separate WhatsApp groups. Okay, and all we're doing here is that we're just understanding how do these WhatsApp groups operate. That's what we're doing. We're like, how do these WhatsApp groups operate? How are they moderated? Detox, thank you so much. I see that you sent me a Go Popular and I appreciate it. So that's what we're doing. We're just going, okay, this is a WhatsApp group. How is this WhatsApp group moderated? Okay. Another thing, somatic psychology teaches us, guys, that when we have sensations in our body, such as a yes feeling, my body says yes, I feel expansive, chest feels open, right? Warm. When we feel that, then that's a signal to walk towards the thing. Okay? Walking towards the thing. Think of that. My body says yes. Therefore, I am walking towards this. I'm walking towards this decision. I'm walking towards this experience because I can feel it in my body. I feel expansive. Okay. And then if your body feels constricted, tight, tense, Jess, thank you so much, my baby. Thank you. I appreciate it. Friendship necklace. I love it. So if your body is feeling tight, constricted, tense, well, then that's a clear no, right? So in that case, we would need to be, okay, walk away from this thing, whatever this thing might be. Choose another street to walk down. Do you get it? Are you guys still with me? Give me a double tap on the screen if you are still with me. If this is landing and if this makes sense to you, give me a dancing lady emoji. If you're like, yep, this is landing, this makes sense, give me a dancing lady emoji. And then let's start talking about what today's challenge is going to be. Dikha, I see you. Thank you for the dancing lady emoji. Thank you for the pop. I appreciate that so much. And woo, I just see dancing emoji ladies everywhere. Doreen, thank you. I see the dancing lady emojis. Jess, thank you so much, my baby. I see the gifts. Faithy, dancing lady emoji. Okay, good guys. Alrighty, I think, oh look guys, I almost forgot to to blend out my contour on this side. Oh lol. Alrighty, let me just finish this. So let's start chatting, guys, about what today's challenge is going to be. So if you're brand new here, every day we've got a challenge. So that means we've got to walk away and we've got to play. Okay, so we don't just come to the live and listen. We've also got to walk away and we've got to play during the day. So start to see your day as play. Oh my God, I get to play during the day. Yes, I've got work. Yes, I've got school. We've got responsibilities, but we get to play during the day. Okay, and today's challenge, guys, we are going to start making decisions. Oh, thank you so much, Jess. Thank you for the rose. From the space of our body. Okay, so we're going to drop out of the mind and we're going to go into the body and we're going to feel for a yes or a no. We are going to play with small things. Okay, so this is not I'm feeling yes or no if I should leave my job. No. We're not making big decisions here today, guys. We're playing small. Jess, I see the rose, baby. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, so that's where we are. Becoming life coach. I see that you like the live. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. So we're not feeling for the yes or the no so that we can make life-changing decisions today. All right? No. We just want to get comfortable with listening and hearing the yes or the no. So we're going to choose small things, right? Not do I leave this relationship or don't I leave this relationship, okay? Not do I leave this job or don't I leave this job. No, small things. Think about it this way. When you start going to a gym and you start lifting weights, for instance, okay? You don't start at 20 kgs. You start really light. Maybe you start at 2 kgs. That's where you start, right? Oh, this is manageable. 2 kgs. That's where you play. You play with 2 kgs up until you feel comfortable. Okay. Detox, thank you so much. I saw the Go Popular. All right. So that's where we're at. Okay. So no big decisions. Small stuff. We're doing 2 kg weights. 1 kg if necessary. All right, we're not doing 20 kg weights. So let me explain and give you some examples. So let's say you have coffee every day out of habit. Okay, whether you work from home like me, or maybe you are office bound, okay, or you're studying, whatever the case may be, every day you walk into the kitchen and you make yourself a cup of coffee, but it is habit, right? It's habit that's driving you. Okay, great. So now today you go back into the kitchen, you're about to make yourself a cup of coffee, but you pause. So that's what we're aiming for today. You pause and you go, let me check in with my body. Does this feel like a yes? Should I be reaching for this cup of coffee? What does my body say? And now you scan your body very quickly. How does your chest feel? How does your breathing feel? How does your belly feel? Very quickly. Do a quick scan. Is my body saying yes to this cup of coffee? If you find that your body is saying yes to this cup of coffee, go for it. If you find that your body is actually saying no, then can you make a better decision? Can you make a different decision? So maybe today you don't have coffee. Maybe today you have rooibos tea. But we want to make this decision from, I'm dropping into my body and I want to feel for a yes. Or I want to feel for a no. What is my body saying? Okay, so the coffee is an example. So also, guys, if you go to the kitchen today and you happen to ask yourself, body, are you saying yes to a cup of coffee? And you feel like, oh, I can't hear what my body's saying. I can't hear what my body's saying. And you grab the cup of coffee and you walk away. That's okay. All right, that is okay. So here what we do is that we're not aiming for 100% perfection. We're aiming to be 1% better. So if you happen to do that and you still have the cup of coffee and you feel like, oh, I couldn't hear my body. I couldn't hear whether it is yes or no. You know what? I'm just having this cup of coffee. That's fine. But there's actually still a win there. Do you know why there's a win? Because you paused. You paused and you thought, is this a yes in my body? Or is it a no? Jess, I see you, baby. You've shared the live. You've sent me a glow stick. Oh, you've sent me your first pop. Jess, I see you and I appreciate you, baby cakes. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Who was that? Who sent me a heart me? Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Detox, I see you with the pop. Jess, I see you with the cake slice. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you so much. Detox, another pop. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I really, really do. Alrighty, so where was I? So I was saying that the win would be in the fact that you paused. Okay, so the win would be in the fact that I paused. I couldn't really hear whether this was a yes or no, but I paused. That's the win. Okay, so remember that if you've been pressing override for a long time, thank you so much. I appreciate the rose. Thank you. How do I pronounce your name? It says, I don't know, Unska Leibeit? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it that right, but I appreciate and I see the rose. I appreciate it. Okay, so that would be the win, the fact that you pour. So let's look at other examples. So we've done a coffee example. What about getting dressed? So let's say you're getting dressed today. Okay, maybe you've already dressed up for today and you've already left the house, or you're already dressed. That's fine. PJ. Okay, I'm going to call you PJ. Thank you, PJ. I appreciate so much. I appreciate the rose. I see you and I appreciate you. Okay, so let's say getting dressed, for instance. So if you've already left the house, that's fine. So tomorrow when you wake up, Jess says, Pierre, alrighty. Okay, so you guys know each other. Okay, love this. Welcome. Alrighty, so let's say tomorrow, if you've already gotten dressed today, you've already left the house, that's all good. So let's say tomorrow now. So tomorrow, when you choose your outfit, your cousins. Okay, love this. Okay, we've got family members in the house. I love this, guys. So tomorrow when you choose your outfit, I want you to drop into your body and choose your outfit from your body. So instead of reaching for something because you always reach for it, is this a yes in my body? Is my body saying yes to a dress that's flowy today? Is my body saying yes to a dress that's red today? So you're going to just scan yourself and choose your outfit from a space of, what is your body saying? Maybe your body's saying, no more tight jeans. You know what I mean? So we just want to drop into our body and we want to hear, what is our body saying? We want to scan for the yes and we want to scan for the no. Okay, so we've used dressing up as an example. We've used, what is the other example? Coffee as an example. Maybe gym. Maybe you've got on your agenda to go to the gym today. You've got on your agenda to go to the gym today. Okay, now drop into your body. What do you need to be doing? So, do you need to be picking up weights today at the gym? Or maybe is your body asking you to join a Zumba class and dance? Hey? So scan, check in with your body, check in for that yes, check in for that no. When I think of picking up weights later on, what do I feel? Do I feel open? Do I feel expansive? Does it feel like a yes in my body? And when I think of going to a Zumba class, what does that feel like? Woo! I don't know. That feels like fun. It feels like fun. Huh? I feel like I'm loosening up a little bit actually when I think of a Zumba class instead of lifting weights. Right? And I'm not saying that every day you're going to choose to go to Zumba versus lifting weights. I'm just talking about today. And I'm just talking about getting familiar with the yes and the no in our body. Our body's wise. Yes or no. Start to think of this yes or no like a GPS system. Has anyone ever used Waze or Google Maps? We all have, right? I love Waze, by the way. I'm like a Waze ambassador. Okay? So we've all used Waze. We've all used a Google Maps, okay? We've all used a GPS system that helped us get from one point to another point A to point B. So start thinking of your yes or no as your internal GPS system, your God-given intuition, your internal God-given GPS system. Okay, just like Waze, our GPS system helps us get from point A to point B. But we've actually got to listen. We've actually got to pay attention. Right? We've got to stop pressing override. Another example today. Let's say somebody asks you for something. And usually you always say yes. Maybe it's a sibling. They always phone you and they ask for a favor. Right? Maybe it's a cousin. Maybe it's a friend. Whatever the case may be. And you always say yes. You always say yes. And maybe, to be quite honest, you even feel like you're doing a little bit of people pleasing here. You say yes and you regret it later. So maybe before you say yes, can you drop in today? Drop into your body and ask yourself, where are you saying yes from? Does this yes feel like a yes? What is your body saying? Is your body saying, yes, you should do the favor? Yes, you should do the thing that they're asking you to do. Or is your body saying no? So just check in with yourself. So that's the challenge today. We're just scanning for a yes and we're scanning for a no. We just want to get comfortable with our body's yes or no. That's it. Small stuff. Okay? Not life-changing decisions. Remember, we start with 2 kgs when we start lifting weights in a gym. We don't just go and start with 20 kgs. We build up confidence. We build up that, oh, I feel comfortable. I feel so comfortable with the 2 kg weight. I think I'm going to upgrade to a 4 kg weight. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? That's what it is. JP, thank you so much. I see that. So we just want to get comfortable. That's what we want to do. Just getting comfortable with our bodies, yes or no. If you guys are up for the challenge, if you feel like, oh, yes, I am up for this challenge. Today, I am going to take one small decision, whether it's making a cup of coffee, whether it's putting on an outfit, whether it's going to the gym, moving my body. I am going to pause and I'm going to scan for the yes or the no in my body first. If you feel like, yes, that is what you're going to do today, you are going to take on this challenge, give me a simple yes or no in the comments. A simple yes or no. Simple stuff. Simple yes or no. It's 17 minutes past 7. Alrighty. I think I'm okay for time. Butterfly? What do you think? JP, thank you so much. I see that. I see the gifting. Thank you. I appreciate it. Zizi says yes. Dikha says yes. So it's a simple question. Ask yourself. You can ask yourself, self, are we going to do this today? Are we going to pause before we do the thing, whatever the thing might be? Sly, thank you so much for the rose. I appreciate it. Are we going to pause before we make a cup of coffee? I mean, you can think of other examples. You know the things that you do during the day. All right? Are we just going to pause and scan for a yes or a no? We're just getting familiar. It's almost like we're just getting familiar with ourselves. So think of it like we're just getting to know ourselves again. We're coming home to ourselves, okay? That's what we do here in this live. We are coming home to ourselves. We're collecting pieces of ourselves. Collecting pieces of ourselves. That's what we were doing with the inner child. Remember when we did the inner child work? That's what we were doing. We were just going, you know what? I'm collecting pieces of myself. I'm bringing pieces of myself back to myself. So we're just coming back home to ourselves. And today we're just getting familiar with our body, actually. We're just getting familiar with our body and the wisdom that our body already has. I'm going to quickly go in now with my lasting Rimmel setting spray. Alrighty, guys. So the time is 19 past 7. Okay, cool. I think I'm still on time. Butterfly, am I doing okay for time? Butterflies are like our resident timekeeper. Oh, let me get into some of these comments. So sorry, Zizi, I saw that you said, yes, I love that for you, babes. Jess says, these days I love dresses. Oh, I love that, Jess. Maybe, so there, you're listening to your body. If these days, if you used to maybe wear jeans before and now you're starting to wear dresses, maybe your body is saying that, oh, you know what, I need to be in a dress. Like, I don't need to be in tight jeans. Anne says, yes, no jeans. Yes, I love this. Okay, let me go down to some more comments. Singer says, I love dresses and skirts. Okay, perfect. Then maybe that is exactly what your body is asking for, dresses and skirts and not tight jeans. Do you know what I'm saying? So if it's a yes, when you scan your body and you're about to put on a dress and you scan and, your body, yes. You know, you feel a yes in your chest. You feel a yes in your breathing. You feel a yes in your belly. Then it's a yes. Move towards the thing, right? And that thing can be a piece of clothing. Singer says, I feel free. Oh, I love that. Yeah. Flowy dresses are definitely my most favorite. Flowy dresses. Like, I think I absolutely love flowy dresses. I think I need to get more flowy dresses. But flowy dresses are like my favorite, you know? And I think maybe my body also feels free in like a flowy dress. So I think for me, like that's my absolute favorite. Are you guys still with me? Did you find value from this session? Let me know in the comments. I've got 10 more minutes here with you guys. I know sometimes people have to hop off because it's work and etc. etc. So if you do need to hop off, I completely understand. I am still here for another 10 minutes. So if you do want to sit with me and you do want to continue to chat with me, you are more than welcome to. If there's anything that you feel is on your heart, that you want to share, anything that you want to say, you are more than welcome to. I am still here until 7:30. All right, just finishing off the last bit of my makeup. If you're not already following me and you found value from this session, be sure to give me a follow so that you can join tomorrow's session. Just a recap, I go live 6:30 in the morning, Monday to Friday. All right. But the main lesson essentially for today is done, okay? So the main lesson for today is done. We've got our challenge, right? So we know what the challenge is for the day, alrighty? So if you do feel like, okay, cool, you've got to go, I completely understand that and you are welcome to. If, on the other hand, you feel like you want to hang around with me until I end at 7:30, then you are more than welcome to. If you've got a question, maybe, you are also more than welcome to ask, okay? If I know the answer, I will answer you. If I don't, we can explore it together. All right, guys? While I just finish off my bottom lashes and my lips. But I am here, and if you would like to say anything, you are more than welcome to. If you would like to voice anything, you are more than welcome to. Jess says, Jess says, everyone share Mia to your friends and or family. Jess, I appreciate that so much. I appreciate that. Let me go in with some lips, guys. I think I'm going to do red because I'm wearing a red dress. And also, I said for the rest of the week, thank you, Jess. We'll continue with this body theme. So tomorrow will be a different topic that we will discuss. JP, I see you sharing the live. I appreciate it. Jess, I see the rose. I appreciate it. Let me see. Did I miss any other comments? Give me a second. Singer says we should love ourselves every day. Absolutely. Every day, Singer. I agree with you. I agree with you. The only thing there, Singer, so I agree with you 110% that we should love ourselves every day. Sometimes things have happened in the past that can make it feel a little bit difficult when we start on the self-work, right? When we start doing inner work. So sometimes it can feel like, oh, loving myself is a little bit hard, right? But we get up and we do it every day, you know? So you're absolutely right. It's every day. It's like a choice we're making every day. And we're not aiming to be 100% perfect. We're just aiming to be just 1% better than we were yesterday, right? We just want to come back to ourselves, come back home to ourselves. You know what I mean? Familiarize ourselves with our own body again. But absolutely, Singer, I do agree with you that we should love ourselves every day. God does. So why don't we just get on the same page and also start loving ourselves? I'm almost done with my lips. And then I think I'm going to go in with a gloss over this. Let me see if I've missed anything else. Jess, I see you saying you're so amazing. You're amazing too. Singer said yes, so that was yes to the challenge. I absolutely love that. Alrighty. Anne, I do upload sessions to YouTube, although I'm a bit behind with my sessions, okay? So if you head on over to my bio, you'll get the link to my YouTube channel. Just go there, Anne, and subscribe so that when I upload, you will get a notification, okay? So yeah, I'm struggling with space on my phone. I think it's a sign that I need to upgrade. So I'm struggling with space on my phone, and the long and short is yes, I do upload to YouTube. All right. So I think there's about 2 weeks worth of lives on YouTube already. So you can go and you can watch those ones. I haven't uploaded this week's stuff yet. Okay. But the best would be to follow me and you'll get a notification. Subscribe. What's the term on YouTube? It's subscribe, not follow. Follow is TikTok language. Alrighty. Zizzy says, Mia, if you're ever in Cape Town, you should come to one of my dinners with strangers. Ooh, Zizzy. Alrighty. Zizi, I'm going to remember that, and I'm going to take you up on that offer. Hey, I'm going to definitely be sure to book, and that sounds amazing. Dinner with strangers. Oh, that sounds like fun. Oh, that feels like a yes in my body. Like my chest immediately opened up when I read that. I'm like, oh yes. I don't know. That feels expansive. That feels like a yes. Oh, I love this. So I am still here, guys. If you would like to chat, I am still here. We've got 4 more minutes. I'm not going anywhere. So you are welcome to ask a question. You're welcome to voice anything that you want to voice. I will close us out at 7:30. So if you're brand new here, I go live 6:30 to 7:30, just so that you know. I will change the time, I think, in December, especially when I go on leave. We don't have to be up so early in the morning. So I will change the time. Maybe we start 7 to 8, but I will let you guys know closer to that time. Zoe, I see you. Good morning to you too. Faith says, when I'm lifting weights, I feel like a billionaire. Ooh, always. So gym and dressing up, always I feel yes. Faith, that's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. And that means that, okay, great. You know what yes feels like in your body. And if lifting weights makes you feel like a billionaire, that to me sounds like an absolute yes. Okay. And dressing up, you says that feels like a yes. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. So that's it. We just want to become familiar. What is a yes in my body? What does it feel like? What is the signal? Hey, so this is the GPS system that God has given us. Jess, thank you for the rose. This is the GPS system that God has given us. We're all built with it, right? So what is a signal that this is a yes? Walk towards this. What is a signal that this is a yes? What is a signal that this is a no? Step away, right? That's what we want to just become familiar with. I also want us to start maybe thinking of our bodies as a partner, our best friend and our partner, okay? I know sometimes we it feels like, oh, our bodies are an enemy because I'm gaining weight. Okay? But no, it's just our body talking to us, and we need to stop looking at our body like our body's an enemy. We need to start partnering with our body. Okay? We need to start partnering with our body and look at our body as it is a beautiful partner, this beautiful body that God has given me. It is a beautiful partner in this journey. So think about it. We are born and we are given a body. What do we have until the day we die? A body. So we want to become familiar with the yes and the no. We want to become familiar with this, this GPS system that we have within us. And have a wonderful day to you too. It is 7:29, guys. So if there's anybody else who feels like they wish to say anything, if you wish to ask a question, we are here for 1 more minute and I'll sit with you. Or you can sit with me, however you want to see it, before I say goodbye. While we wait for the 1 minute, I do want to say thank you. So thank you to everybody that is here. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Jess, for the gifts. I absolutely love spending my mornings with you. Glamorous. Hello, Glamorous. You're back again. Glamorous says, how do you deal with your mind being congested? So Glamorous, do you know what I do? I'm going to give you my take, right? So what I do with a congested mind, and sometimes that happens. Sometimes I'm so in my mind, I actually go for a walk. That's what I do. I go for a walk and it helps me to get out of my mind. So that's what I do. I get out of my mind. I go for a walk. If I can't go for a walk, then I jot down what is on my mind. So think on paper. That's another tool. Think on paper. So I jot down what is going on in my mind, So I quickly jot down. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to do the things that I'm jotting down, but I'm offloading. A brain dump. Think of it as a brain dump. So if I can't go for a walk to get out of my mind physically, I do a brain dump. I drop everything onto a piece of paper. I might not necessarily action everything, but I get it out of my mind. Am I making sense? So those are 2 tools that I do to get out of my mind. Okay, so physical movement for me always works. And if I happen to be working and I can't necessarily move, okay, piece of paper, pen, brain dump. We can make sense of the notes later. All right, guys, it is 7:31. Thank you so much for spending your morning with me. Thank you for sharing your beautiful, beautiful energy with me. I love and I appreciate each and every one of you. I will be back here tomorrow morning, 6:30 in the morning. Be sure to follow so that you know when I go live, and then you can come and you can join in. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Have a day that is as beautiful as you are.